I should really use Gensokyo Radio more often. I mean, listen to this music. It's great. Anyway, just wanted to talk and set up at the same time while I'm doing this. And I should probably let my Discord know that I'm live streaming too. So, just wait for a second. I'm just gonna do this really quickly. I need to open my chat because last time I didn't notice one of the viewers came in. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, then now we're done with that. I need to look for my chat. Alright, here's my chat now. Now I'm gonna let my Discord know that I'm here. Alright, so there you go. Now to get out the game itself. Oh, and the song's over too, so this is perfect timing. I use Gensokyo Radio now for my intros, so... Whoops, wrong one. I meant to open Danganronpa. Alright, there it is. Now... Whoops. No need to see this. There it is. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa. Last time I think we basically finished our report card with Celeste and we found the third room now. And then we met a laptop that had Chihiro's face in it and its name was Alter Ego. And you know how the Taka was all depressed, right? Yeah, he turned into a Super Saiyan. And yeah, that's what basically happened. And then now Alter Ego's been kidnapped and we don't know who did it, so we're gonna look for Alter Ego now. So let's continue. Alright, oh, yeah, right now. So we're basically looking to the first floor, so let's see. Nothing's here. Kyoko said to look through the first floor. Does this mean that Alter Ego might be in the classrooms? We'll just find out. I don't see Alter Ego in these classrooms, so Alter Ego might be... Someone come here! What? It was Hina. She was supposed to be checking the third floor. There was no time to think. I was running on the stairs before I noticed what was happening. I flew up the stairs leading to the third floor. Right away, I saw her standing in there in the hallway.
Please!
Makoto! Hina, what's wrong? It's awful. You're right, Hina. It's awful. I haven't pulled out chat yet. There it is. And hold on just 1 second. Okay, now I'm back. I just need to plug in my charger real quickly for my phone so it doesn't die. Now then, okay, what's so awful? You know what happened? What happened? The rec room door was open, and when I look inside, I saw. What did you see? Yeah, what did you see? I'd better get the others, right? I'm gonna go get them. You go on ahead, Makoto. Before I could say anything, she was rushing downstairs to the rec room. What did you see there? By this point, I was used to act without thinking, so without thinking, I left into the rec room. Yay, teleporting. The first thing I saw when I got into the rec room was Celeste. Oh my God, Celeste! What happened? It was Celeste, and she was hurt. Yeah, what's wrong, Celeste? Makoto. Celeste, what happened? I was stupid. I got attacked. Attacked? By who? I am not sure. Some sort of strange man. Strange man? Who else could there be besides us? A suspicious person whose existence is so unusual, I can't help but call him strange. Without a doubt, it was some sort of strange, suspicious individual. And that man attacked me with a hammer on the ground there. What hammer? Where? You mean this one? What is this? It's some kind of wooden hammer or something. Pretty strange design. There was something written on it on the head. Justice Hammer 1? That is the hammer he attacked me with. I barely managed to avoid the blow, but I stumbled and fell. I now curse my lack of daily exercise. I'm sorry, had to look at something here. So, you were attacked with this? Justice Hammer 1. Makoto, Celeste!
Okay.
I found Sakura. What? Celeste, what on earth happened here? Apparently she was attacked by some kind of strange man. A strange man? Tell us everything you can remember, Celeste. Be as detailed as you can. Well, it all happened earlier this morning. I woke up a little before 7 AM. Nighttime was not yet all over. But I knew it was about to end, so I decided it would be okay if I decided to take a little stroll around the first floor. I understand now that was a mistake. Anyway, this is where I first saw the strange man. I was immediately wary of him. He was obviously suspicious, so I decided to follow him in secret. As I followed, I saw him to go to the rec room. I tried to peek through the gap in the door, which is when he noticed me, and that's when you were attacked. It happened after 7 AM, just after nighttime had ended. So if it happened after 7 o'clock, then that was just about an hour ago, right when we were all meeting in the dining hall. The attack caused me to lose consciousness, which would mean I was unconscious for about an hour.
But...
Well, I'm just glad you weren't hurt too badly. Fearless Cow. Hey, Fearless Cow, how you doing? It's a trap. That is because I begged and groveled for my life. You did?
As for me...
No spoilers, Fearless Cow. I think there are rules that say no spoilers. I told him I would do anything if he spared me. I offered to lick his boots, whatever it took. That doesn't sound like you. So, you were willing to throw away all your pride.
Indeed.
It is a necessary skill for survival. Anyway, the important thing now is we go search for a suspicious individual. If we do not hurry, this will become a serious problem. Celeste, what do you mean a serious problem? When I looked into the rec room, I saw that the suspicious man was not alone. He had with him Hifumi. Hifumi? After he attacked me, he dragged Hifumi away.
What?
You mean Hifumi was kidnapped? Shouldn't we start looking for him then? Listen, Celeste, did anything in particular stand out about this strange guy? Did anything stand out? Well, rather than trying to explain it, it would probably be faster if I simply showed you. Show us?
Indeed.
This is Hifumi's hand-me-down, his digital camera. You don't mean...
Actually...
I was able to photograph the suspicious individual without him realizing it.
Huh?
Seriously? Let's see it! I would tell you not to be shocked, but I fear it would not do you no good. With that strange comment in mind, we all looked at the camera. Huh? What? Well, you were definitely right about the strange part. Their face is totally covered. Is that a robot costume? As I said, a very strange and suspicious individual, yes. So this weird robot guy dragged Hifumi away? And I took this right after being attacked. In other words, a full hour ago. Which is why if we don't hurry, it could become a serious problem.
I see.
I believe I understand what happened. Well, no. There isn't as much I don't understand, but... The point is, someone just like that dragged Hifumi away. And it happened over an hour ago.
Just a second.
This is bad. We have to hurry. Celeste, do you know where this mysterious man went?
Let's see.
When they left the rec room, they headed left.
I see.
If that's true, they were headed towards the stairs leading down to the second floor. Then he must be down there, right? The second floor. That's where Kyoko was supposed to be. Huh? Speaking of which, why isn't Kyoko here? Sorry, I didn't have time to go look for her.
This is bad.
If the strange man did head to the second floor, Kyoko might run into him. We have to hurry. Kyoko's in danger. That's. We have to hurry. Kyoko's in danger. As soon as the words were out of my mouth, we all rushed out of the room and down to the second floor. Hey, you two.
What?
Oh, what's going on? What's all the fuss?
What?
Yeah, you guys playing a game or something?
What are you saying?
Does it freaking look like we're playing a game? Listen, have either you two seen Kyoko and Hifumi?
You gotta be kidding!
Nope, sure haven't. Are they on this floor? We just got here ourselves. I heard some kind of uproar, so I came running. We came here together!
Stop talking.
No, you're just stalking me. Anyway, can you guys help us look for them?
What?
Why? What happened? There's no time now. We'll explain later.
That's fine.
Well, fine. It sounds like something interesting is going on.
Okay.
Hifumi, Kyoko, if you can hear me, say something! The voice echoed through the hall in vain. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you hear something? Maybe.
Perhaps.
I think it came from the library.
Okay.
The library? Okay, let's go look. We ran to the library as fast as our legs could carry us. When we opened the door to the library... It hurts! It hurts! We found Hifumi seriously injured. Are you okay? I'm glad to see you're still alive. It's super bad though. Look at all the blood!
What?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me! What guy? Robo Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
What did you say?
What are you talking about? Let's see. Whoa! Fat Boy took a serious shellacking. No, I didn't want to talk to the door. I want to talk to Byakuya.
What did you say?
Robo Justice? I am glad to see he is still alive. I'm seriously happy Hifumi's still alive, but Robo Justice? This just keeps getting stranger. Okay, then Kyoko's not here then. That guy was Robo Justice!
Indeed.
This Robo Justice you're referring to is... This is not? Is this not?
What the hell am I looking at?
This is the one that attacked Celeste and Hifumi. Isn't that right, Hifumi? Yeah, that's him, I'm sure of it.
Unforgivable!
Robo Justice!
It can't be.
Robo Justice, huh?
Damn.
This just keeps getting stranger. He's Robo Justice.
It can't.
Robo Justice. This just keep. Yep. I'm really worried about. Okay. We just talked to you. He's Robo Justice.
It can't be.
Yeah. This just keeps getting stranger. Where's Kyoko? Okay. Oh. I see. It's a hammer, just like the one Celeste was attacked with in the rec room, but this one is Justice Hammer 2. And on top of that, this one is actually a little bigger than the first one. He attacked me with that hammer. He bonked me right on the head with it.
Well...
A hammer that big. I'm surprised you're still okay. I'm not okay. Look at all this blood.
Hey.
Protein helps heal wounds, you know. Would you like some? I have never heard such a thing. Are you sure it isn't just you? It's him. A robot of justice, huh? Now things are really starting to get exciting. What kind of special moves does it have? Can it fly? Can it combine?
What?
Why is he here?
Are you okay with this?
Let us not concern ourselves with him. What we need to do now is get Hifumi to the nurse's office right away. Whatever else we do, he needs to be treated as soon as possible.
Yeah!
You're right, let's go! Thanks, everyone! We move Hifumi to the nurse's office on the first floor so that we can take care of his injuries. How are you feeling, Hifumi? You want me to take a look at it for you? I'm okay. I think it stopped bleeding. I'm still kind of dizzy though.
So then...
Perhaps you should rest here a while.
I suppose...
Yeah, good idea.
Well then.
The rest of us should get back to looking for that mystery assailant.
Yes, indeed.
Before another victim appears. The Justice Hammer seems to be increasing in size, the first one and now two.
So in other words,
if there is a Justice Hammer 3, we can only assume it is even bigger than the first two. If you got hit with anything bigger than that, you'd be dead for sure. Tell us what happened to you, Hifumi. Well, I woke up early this morning and started to look for Alter Ego ahead of everyone else. I went to the third floor and that's where the strange costume man attacked me. That must be what I witnessed around. That must be what I witnessed at around 7 this morning.
Well...
After that, he dragged me to the library and whack! Down came the hammer. That must have been 30 or 40 minutes ago. At around 7:30, in other words, we would have still been at the dining hall, which means Hina, Sakura, and I were together, and Kyoko was still with us. So we all have alibis. I was in the laundry room doing my laundry.
Yes!
His black underwear is as black as the pitch black darkness of the blackest night.
what?
What do you know that? Isn't it obvious? Because I was peeking! Anyway, so that means Byakuya and Toko were together all this time. Meaning they also have alibis. Then the only ones who don't have alibis for when Celeste and Fumio are attacked are The only two we haven't seen yet, Hiro and Taka. That's it, right?
Very strange.
By the way, what happened to Kyoko? I haven't seen her anywhere. Oh yeah, she was supposed to be checking the second floor, but I didn't see her up there at all. Where could she disappear to? She disappeared, huh? What a strange woman.
So that's it.
She might be exactly as I suspected. But hold on! Kyoko was with us in the dining hall, so when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked, so... I'm not talking about who attacked them. Huh?
In other words...
I'm referring to what we talked about last night, who the mastermind spy might be. Are you saying Kyoko's working with a mastermind? That's not possible!
What?
Isn't it? This woman, who seems almost eager to handle dead bodies, hasn't even revealed her true identity.
Hey!
Save this discussion for later. Right now we have to focus on finding the suspicious individual.
Okay.
Yeah, if we don't hurry though, there's only gonna be more victims. That might be why Kyoko and Taka and Hiro haven't shown up yet. She's right. We have to do something about that mystery man first. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up with you guys after I rest for a bit. Understood. Take care of yourself.
Well then.
Okay, let's go. So whoever is that is running around, why are they wearing that weird costume? Don't bother looking for a reason from a deviant.
What to do? What to do?
So, what are we gonna do? Split up and look around? Our opponent is very dangerous. We don't know what they're capable of, even here.
What?
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around the top of the stairs. Really? Up on the second floor then. You bastard, you won't get away from me. We all shot towards the stairs. He must be around here somewhere. Let's split up and corner him.
Well.
But don't take any chances. As soon as you find him, call out and I'll come running.
Oh.
Okay, but what should we yell?
Just a second.
Anything. It doesn't matter.
So then
Then it's ha, okay?
what are you saying?
Ha, or the ha, or whatever you want. Just yell loud enough so we can hear you. Doha, yeah. I have never heard such a reaction. Okay, whatever. Just hurry up and start looking, okay? Let's go. Hey, Mr. Word Robot, where are you hiding? If you don't come out, we're gonna decommission you. We spread out and look in every direction to track down the costume suspect. Alright then, well, I guess we start with the bathroom. Well, nothing here. Okay then. Oh. Was that Celeste? That strange cry? That had to be Celeste. It came from the floor above. She's on the third floor. I sprinted up to the third floor.
Everyone.
Over here, everyone. Everyone who heard the scream had come running.
Just a second.
Celeste, what's wrong?
What?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He must be down this hall. Come on, let's go. Oh, that's Makoto. What is it now? Oh, back to Toko. Huh? Whoa, it's really true. But that doesn't matter right now. Okay, that was Ifumi. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Ifumi. He's in a nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
What?
What about the suspect? We got into all this trouble to capture him, right? Then why don't we split into two groups?
It's all clear now.
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting.
So then.
Very well then. Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Sakura, and Byakuya.
So then.
We'll handle it. Just go take care of Hifumi. Okay, you guys be careful. With that, we had to split into two groups. Me, Celeste, and Hina all ran downstairs to the first floor. Man, a lot of running.
Just a second.
He's in a nurse's office. Let's go. I need to figure out what I'm assuming this is the nurse's office. Yep, there's even a sign right there. We stormed into the nurse's office, and what greeted us was a world of dripping crimson. Oh no! Hifumi's dead! Everything was covered in red. Well, it's technically pink. And in the center of the red was pink. Hifumi?
No!
Ah!
What the?
It looks like something very bad has happened. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
No way!
Murdered? You're not serious, are you? He's not dead, is he? Do you all notice how Celeste is acting way different? She usually isn't like this.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the? That was the body discovery announcement. The body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what plays. And since we just heard it, that means it must mean Hifumi. Someone killed them. One of us. One of us? And look at that. When Zora said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last two surprise attacks. Yep, Justice Hammer. Number what? Another hammer. Justice Hammer 3. Yep, Justice Hammer number 3. And it's bigger than the other two. Just as I suspected, one strike from that and you are finished. Then the killer. There can be no doubt, the suspicious individual. Going by what Hifumi called them, the culprit must be Robo Justice. Whoever's hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall. How did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying like teleported, they're like teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure out that part later. Right now we have to tell the others. You're right.
So then
Shall we go? Hina, snap out of it. You're acting strange, Celeste. You're really not like this when we discovered a dead body when Chihiro died or Sayaka died or anyone else.
Huh?
Are you okay, Hina?
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kind of... This is a problem. We can't just leave Hina here all alone. Okay. Okay then, I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well. I'll leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I just been through. Everyone else is already on the 3rd floor. We have to hurry. Oh, I mean, okay. Teleporting works. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? I think to the rec room. Celeste, what's wrong? Oh, yeah, the test tube sounds. He ran. Okay, he was blocking the stairs in the hallway. Yeah. He ran off, going further down the hallway. Way back to the hallway. Okay then. So I would assume it would be here then, right? No, not here. Right here. Right? No. Here? I don't know, Meng. Oh, as far as I can tell, there's nobody here. So I still feel some. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. The presence is coming from there in the back. Oh wow, this was just a total guess. I left through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. Taka's dead! Wow, 2 deaths, and when one person killed him. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead. Ah! Oh. Deadly life. Danganronpa. Okay. Hifumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, there weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality. The reality I have to face every day. But still. Why is this happening? Toko's not dead. Toko? Don't tell me Toko too? Nah, she just passed out. Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said. I should just leave her alone for now. Taka. Damn it, why did this happen? I guess someone really did kill for money. Another hammer. Justice hammer number 4. And it's even bigger than before. Yeah, it's too big. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked by Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time, it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Ah!
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the one not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What? Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course. Come on. Teleported to the nurse's office. So Sakura, Byakuri, and I rushed to the out of the physics lab. Man, I can't read. But as soon as we were out in the physics lab, Celeste, are you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi's dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. But weren't you in the nurse's office? What?
What did you say?
What are you talking about? It's disappeared. Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone, back to the nurse's office. Teleport! I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It's just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. Oh, okay, that explains why it disappeared. And then when we got back,
Indeed.
this must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were two murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be.
No!
Hina.
Calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might be the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot. She is still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So she is still unconscious?
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? I don't know, you little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her. Damn, Byakuya.
Bastard!
You bastard! Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting right now. We need to hurry back.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. But Byakuya said you forgot about it too. We shot out to the nurse's office and bolted up to the stairs, heading back at the 3rd floor for like the millionth time. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed, and when we got there, Toko's gone. Oh, she's still there. Thought she would have been gone. Toko. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. Taka's body's gone too. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have never been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What are you saying? Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? So they don't get caught, I guess? I don't know. I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our accustomed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree.
Huh?
We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well,
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
it is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. But hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. Oh, I thought it meant when after the class trial is over. Okay, I think I got those rules mixed up because you know how Monokuma said you can kill up to a maximum of 2 people. Yeah, I kind of thought when he said that, I thought only 2 people get to die if we get it wrong. But anyway, yeah, now that that's all cleared out of the way.
That's right.
Oh, I got a new subscriber. This is from Blank Whoa. Well, I don't see him anywhere. So Blank Whoa, thank you for subscribing. As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule, Mine's ya! Mine's ya without a second thought! Mine's ya, grind ya, turn it into paste! By the way, did you know that fish face can also refer to shellfish? Like shrimp or crabs? And he just disappeared just like that. Indeed.
Let's see.
So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of anyone.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the very beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words,
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed, and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
what?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can't be moved forward.
So then,
Very well. Now let us split up and begin searching.
but
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I know that. I think I do, but
Hina.
if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Yeah, I think that would be best.
huh?
Oh, okay. Thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell louder if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. So what we're gonna do first is go to the very first floor. Not the gym, not the gym. Dormitory. Okay, here's where we want to go. And I can't teleport for some reason. Oh man. Okay, then I guess we're gonna start from top to bottom then. Because I clearly can't teleport. Oh well. I don't know. I'm gonna go search everything from top to bottom. You know, every single thing. Well, not. There must use these for fixing the yep, stuff I don't. Okay. So I don't think this room holds any relevance, but oh well. There's Toko's lifeless body. Toko, wake up. When Toko is, Toko, she has a pure blood. I don't think we have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll just leave her alone for now. Alright then, you know what, actually, I'm actually gonna get out of here. Whoops. Now what I wanted to do. Okay, so I guess we head to the first floor because clearly we have to start from down to top, right? But actually, because we're not in the investigation time yet, we're looking for the missing bodies. That's what we're trying to do. I better look around. Oh, okay, so we're doing a full-on investigation in this room then. All right then. Well then, let's start here then. Okay, so I'm not gonna interact with anything because I feel like you don't have to interact for this part. All we're doing is just looking for the body. Oh, hey, Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. I don't know how to pronounce. I forgot how to pronounce. Huh? You mean?
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies has both been hidden in the repository? Yeah, I can say it now. I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? What's a repository? You mean here? I should hurry up to get to the repository. So, what? I guess you're talking about here? Right? Okay, yep. Are the bodies here somewhere? Oh, yeah, let's see what you have to say. I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Wait, so we have to look for them? Up ahead is the door not there, I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... the two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. Wait, what does blood smell like? I mean, I know I've bled before, like any other person, but what does blood smell like? What I saw before my eyes was very unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. A body has been discovered!
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time.
Yep. We will get this class trial. And so here we are.
It's
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was gonna hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Then make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later.
Okay, see, yeah. Well then, now we have found the bodies. All that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tear landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes, yeah. But this wasn't a movie. Wow, cinematic cutscenes. First time we have one of those. This wasn't...
He's alive again?
I know, huh?
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? Ah, that's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Oh! Come on! Don't die on us! We need this information!
Come on, you gotta wake up!
Hina! Shut up! He's awake!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are all blended together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Byakuya! You don't know that! Come on, Hifumi, tell us what you know!
The light.
Don't go into the light! We need this information!
It's reaching out to me
Hifumi! Don't do it! Not yet!
like the tail of a comet.
Come on, Hifumi!
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
It would suck he would die if he would die before he could give us their name.
Yasu. Hiro.
No! His eyes closed. Why didn't you say about Hope's Peak? We needed that info! And they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolutely undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed on his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, even the killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends? Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time is not an all that life or death. The trial would conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. We have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Investigation time! First, we better check out the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is though as if they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information than this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know about what happened in the Monokuma file. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? Come on, Sakura. Remember what Monokuma said in the first game? The accomplice has nothing to gain if they help the killer with killing someone. An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be rude! I'm here to answer your question! What question?
Yep.
You were talking about the accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial? Exactly!
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Exactly!
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can just be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
so then.
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, you can't answer that. It would have shocked the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is and that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true blackened who deserved the murder plot and put it into action. Oh, devised, I bet it deserved. The true blackened, so it's just one person?
Well now,
That's enough for explain the fine. So it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck with the contestants. To all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened and accomplice won't benefit. Then I can't see why any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true then, Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended! Yeah, Hina, you shouldn't accuse Genocide Jack. She always used scissors to kill! You, when did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you're their milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Fumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. It's not I'm kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me a murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
let's see.
On another topic, should we postcard the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. Byakuya, let's team up again. Oh, I guess not. This whole thing is so strange. All of us have an alibi. To figure out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Yeah, it would be Danganronpa if it was that easy. Monokuma file number 3 has been added. Okay, truthful. Monokuma file. Okay, so first... Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us has an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words,
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as we're friends. What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious word hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Ifumi's big cold body was laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer be able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here to the repository? All the way from the 1st floor into his 3rd. All without anyone noticing. How the hell? It's not good. I just don't get it. I can't think about it later, For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal angel was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, wait? Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Oh, except his glasses. Yeah, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. Why aren't they now? But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Hifumi's glasses. Let's see. Maybe they used the dolly to get him up here. But no, never mind. Dolly, I saw this in artwork, but I guess we used to statues. It's kind of awkward if you bend down, not too hard. But wait. Wasn't this an equipment room when we found Taka's body? Look at the wheel. It has a blood. There's a blood stain. There's blood. I mean, you can't really see it, but apparently there's blood in there. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly. Okay. Maybe it's a monitor. This is one of the monitors. I can't say a word. There are too many aspects to this incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it might be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then,
would you like my help? Yes! Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in a rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costume assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search, but not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw the shadow move this way. Okay. Based on Celeste's claims, we went up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. That's right. Oh, then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her scream, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was driving 5th grade. I saw the strange costume and he ran out to the screen, blah blah blah. Yep. And then yeah, Hifumi. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you and Byakuya and Toko went and then got to the nurse's office. We found Hifumi's corpse, which displayed this body discovery display. Yeah, that thing. I left Celeste, Hina alone, headed back to the 3rd floor to tell us what happened.
however,
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered right after the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you about Byakuya and Hifumi has been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving Toko behind Toko, who had fainted. And as soon as we left the physical lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered that we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating something? Yeah, the Tako's body's gone. This time, Taka's body has disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both the missing bodies. After some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And then we discovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
looking back, things have clearly been very active. If you want to look back in the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Alright, thanks Sakura. Taka's body. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found a Justice Hammer 4 near the body in the equipment room. Is that what used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid under the body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Blue tarp. Alright. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging through mallets. Could the Justice Hammer's been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers have been obviously seen as a lot to use. They've all been covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Let's see. Okay. Hey, Yoshikiharu, how you doing? We're just doing some investigating for this third class trial, I believe. Yeah. Hey, Mikoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taki's bodies disappeared, we split up and looked around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got there, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? We came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wondered the same thing. The door was locked when we searched before the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There must be some secret lurking there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. So let's go to the repository then. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door was designed so that it can only be locked from the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone... Repository door. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check it out. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Fumi is found, in an equipment room where Taka was found. Okay, then let's go to the repository. Oh, wait, we already had the repository, so... Okay, then let's check the... I don't know where he is. He is probably still sleeping. He's not here, though. Let's... Okay, so we need to go to the first floor. Oh, okay. First floor. Okay, so let's go to the nurse's office. And where's the equipment room again? Oh, hey, Celeste. What do you have to say? What are you investigating? Can't say words. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, we're just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is, how can someone have moved Hifumi's body?
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When he disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes,
oh,
indeed.
Right. Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. but she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get a move on Hifumi's body in a short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry out someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything as less than impossible. So let's account, okay. Let's see what to look at here. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe I could just take a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in there for blood transfusion, I guess. It doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Ha! Ooh! Monokuma coins! Inside the fridge there's a bunch of blood packets. It's probably for transfusions. Just as Hammer 3. The one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Surveillance camera really doesn't matter right now. Okay. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood. That has to be Hifumi's.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe some blood. But who could have do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. It's Hifumi. He likes those kind of things. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth. That's Hifumi's. It's obvious it's Hifumi's. Whoops. The picture. Okay, blah blah blah. Okay, so we looked here. Now we need to look at the equipment room, right? So where would that be? Alright, isn't Kyoko on the second floor? Wait, why did I go in here? Well, let's look around if there's anything changed here. No, nothing's changed. Okay, then, actually, instead of actually using this, we can just use this. Let's see. Okay, so there's the stairway to the hall, nurse's office, hallway main hall, hallway courtroom, AV room, class A, class 1B. Okay, then why don't we go there? Okay, then. Let's see. So this is the girls' bathroom, the boys' bathroom, hallway, class 2A, library, hallway, class 2B. Okay, so I think that's it for this room then. Physics lab. Oh look, Toko's there. Basic lab, services 44. Repository. Okay, so Toko's right here, so we should go there. So not here, but so I guess it is here where I'm supposed to go. Toko here? No, I don't see Toko anywhere. So I'm gonna assume she's in here. Oh, no, it's not Toko, it's Denset Jack. Hey! This is important in case you forget about. Okay. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed. I missed such an ultimately rare event. Well, you weren't help. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Are you okay? There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood in his tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which would mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms on the 3rd floor, so that would definitely have been possible. The equipment bloodstain. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was on the nurse's office on the 1st floor. And with the dolly, there's no way it could get right up this 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Just as time before, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved to murder weapon just to left it here. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? We haven't checked yet the place where Celeste was attacked. That might hold some clues there. Actually, you know what? Before we actually do that, let's look at the in this room, see if we missed anything. Okay, so we haven't missed anything. You know, it doesn't hurt to check. Oh, hey, Byakuya. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this a little game of ours. Very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is enough Hero wrote to us to get our meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow even more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Just a hero's message. And so I go to Hero's room. What's waiting for me there? Oh, I guess we don't have to go to that place then. So let's go teleport to the Hero's room. Where was Hero's room again? Okay, so that's Kyoko's. Taka's room, Mondo, Makoto, that's Sayaka's, that's Byakuya, Junko, Toko, Chihiro, Celeste, Hina, Sakura, Leon. Oh, here he is. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Hey, Hiro? We think you killed someone. Can you explain that? Oh, man. This is Hero's room. Where there's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did you even get it all from? Yeah, for real. More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Alright, then let's see what I have to look at. Oh, whoops. A surveillance camera. There's no point of... Okay. His bed? A normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. I think there's something in the cardboard box. There's blueprints for something, and... some things made out of plastic look like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? This is Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints... something about them bothers me. Robo Justice blueprints has been added to the Chupos. Okay. I suddenly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. Does How does the bathroom even get this dirty? This is the one. Okay, no point of word. Yeah. I guess we're done here. Yep. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can head to the pool and the second floor. I think Hiro and Kyoko will turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran out to the second floor. I was about to teleport. Oh, there they are. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man. I had the worst day. Hero? I am positive that that is a suspicious individual that attacked me. Okay. Apparently that ridiculous object is Hero. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you. Robo Justice finally made Hero's appearance, huh? I guess Hero's the one that found him. Hero?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Kyoko, what do I have to say about this?
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool locker room. He likely was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something?
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't. Never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people that think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep, I don't even know how that happened, then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you couldn't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong.
I didn't make the stupid freaking thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help them. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we all got the pieces off. Phew, free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hero will be able to wear that costume. Wait, hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints for your new room as well.
Is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
To tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be in the costume attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
Maybe you should let everyone try it out before you accuse Hero, though. I'm just saying. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No. See, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then Makoto, go ahead. Oh, okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces of the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. Hey, wait, we still have Byakuya, Toko, Sakura, and Kyoko who hasn't tried it on then. And Celeste, you're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but it fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on the line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume. Kyoko? She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please.
I did not.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then.
Hmm.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means Alter
right.
Ego or Chihiro must have done it. Oh, or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
Oh, I know. That note. No? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here is what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But that last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and then some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What? Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me? Even if that's true, you must be the one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I had it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure.
Please.
Please, you gotta believe me. It wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that? No? I have no particular issue with that, what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Now you know how I felt in the first class trial. Yes, the hero's account has been added to the... Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Well, why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why... Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have the time to yell and carry on, you have the time to search for evidence, right?
What?
Ah, you're right. I have to look for the second suit and that note. Fred, feet don't fail me now. I guess I better get back on guard duty. I was gonna go ask Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Oh, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? No? I want you to help me with it. Yes! We get Kyoko on our team.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have the time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. You reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Oh, okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now, shall we?
Hey.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl of the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway,
we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. Teleport! They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Teleport! Oh, no teleporting? Okay, well then. Teleport! This is a physics lab, but we need to go to the art room. Whoops! Wrong button. This is what I want to press. Okay. So, we're going here. Again! Okay, so this is it right here. Okay. Ifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
so then...
Well then, let's get started. She crashed down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma Fall was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was made me feel a little more comfortable. Let's see what this say. There are many aspects of the incident this time. Too many. Okay, consider what happened. Go back. Nah, good. You know? Does Kyoko get creeped out poking at dead bodies and stuff? Okay.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember that wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely he broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime after 6?
That's right.
But last night Taka's watch Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierces the air as he does his it's almost 10 o'clock and oh yeah. Oh, he
In
did
other
have a
words-
watch. So it worked at 10 last night. It couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning, it must have happened at 6 a.m. Broken wristwatch.
However,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pull it out? Pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? I think that's Latin. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's take a look what that means. Minimize this. Oops. Okay, let's see. Let's see how you say it.
rigor mortis.
Okay, rigor mortis. Okay. Stiffening of the joints and muscle of the body is a few hours after death. Usually it's lasting from 1 to 4 days. Okay, so it's not Latin. Oh, it is Latin. So look, stiffness of death. Mid-19th century. Okay, so. Okay, then let's get back to this. Okay, there you go. Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to. Okay, so it's basically when the bodies don't. They're all. Okay, I got what rigor mortis means. Oh, okay. As much as I don't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. An ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was able to free the object from this tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka scrap of paper. Okay. Alright, this is Hifumi. Well, I think we have to talk to Kyoko for that, though. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did more than expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden in him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He has stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he hid it on purpose. You see? His pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just hidden his pants. Not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it's stuffed down to his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a whole... Okay, so this was Hero's letter. Monokuma can't find us. Okay.
So,
That sounds very familiar. That's it. That's the same thing Hero said. Then he was telling the truth.
however,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma said, oh, at 1 a.m. Okay. Okay. The time is different. Hero told us that the note said to meet at 1 a.m. But this note they wrote to Hifumi asking to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So,
Part of it was torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning here. Or some meaning into the part being ripped off? Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had.
hey,
While we're at it, I should tell you another thing. The two victims this time definitely had their handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have time to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't think, if you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said all I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. E-handbook. Are you getting bored, Monokuma?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Yay!
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
Okay.
And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Alright. Time for the class trial! Woo! Our favorite thing! Everyone that had Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Hello! Two Monokumas? You multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I have multiplied. Yeah. Can you guys tell which one's the real Monokuma? Can we just get the elevator ready?
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along. Along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the plane, train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or that note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taku. The one who killed two of her friends. The killer is... someone right here. Okay, so at least just say something different. It wasn't me, you gotta believe me. Alright, what do you have to say, Genocide Jail?
Yes.
Come on, Big Mac, let's do it! Okay,
hey,
the story begins when we get down there. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time. Were you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to begin your arguing.
Just the worst.
Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes.
Damn.
I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude. Oh, okay. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevators kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled this, we couldn't go anywhere. Ding! I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Oh man, it looks way different. When I see all you gather here together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Well, what? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, or of course I'm gonna start it! I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. That would really suck. I never hold you out like that. Okay, let's begin. Get on your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. And deadly a deadly class trial, yeah. And yay, it's free saving. Open E, yes, let's set our skills. Or the skills the same. Well. Okay, melodious voice. Okay, so I guess we're set. Same skills.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I think we already know how the class trial
your
works.
votes will determine if
Yep.
you can figure out
Yes.
an aisle punch. Now,
No.
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Ooh.
Who are you calling a murderer?
Yeah.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. That's a Hiro's message.
Everything we found in your room,
In Hiro's
the
room.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
The evidence proof is
that you are
positive.
the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
You're just bringing this up now?
It's true. It's a conspiracy.
Is there really evidence?
Hiro, why?
It's-
Why did you kill them?
It's just like Hina
No,
said.
Just hold on a second.
I mean, looking at the blueprints, the handwriting is awfully messy. If I remember right, Hiro's handwriting is...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit
Zawarda!
they are all proof.
No, it's wrong.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Well, at least you admit you're kind of stupid.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course, he passed it off to me. Why though? Why can't they say it themselves?
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been understood. It was the Illuminati. Hero.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
Ooh.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Why though? You didn't know this stuff. The things that were used in Taka's body, they must have been, well, the blue tart.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. The things that were used in Musaka's body, they must have been the repository dolly.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
I think the reason why Byakuya went like is because we didn't give like a super cool answer like he would.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Come on, Byakuya.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh, now that's just hurtful.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Now that's just hurtful. Wow, I never had anyone who sounds so nightful of being so mean. But maybe I can change their mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved to the equipment room from room to the repository. No other has been truthful about. Sure. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. The bottom of the screen is underneath the temple marker. You see the count, ammo, whatever. Up until now, there hasn't been really a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statement, but from now on, just by locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you one bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Okay. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key with the temple marker. Basically, just remember that tab key now has a function along the You'll automatically reload and start fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but your action set difficulty, you don't have to reload at all. In which case, you can just ignore everything I said. Well then, good luck and have fun. Really? We're doing this? Okay.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Why are you being so mean to me?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
And here I thought we were friends.
You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. I cannot agree.
There.
This should prove it. If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jesus, so that's really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Please do, Byakuya.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Well, if I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit could have done it. What does it mean by that? Robo-Justice costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Okay.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem. So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
The dolly doesn't have any handles, so to push it, you have to be able to bend it over. But would anyone wearing that suit been able to actually stoop down like that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment, and from there...
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it onto the dolly.
Now, keep in mind that...
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have
Zawardo!
to bend over.
No, it's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat here. I can't see my feet. I'm surprised you got anywhere with this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, dude, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
when you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance that the body was taken off just to move the body, because once it's on, you can never take it off. Nah, Hero's not strong enough. No, you just can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. How would you make something like that you can take out by yourself? I didn't make the super friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice, that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Hold on, my charger was disconnected from my phone. I didn't even notice. Alright. Are you charging? Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office, but not long after leaving.
I think she's basically explaining what happened. What's wrong? Yeah, I think
When
she's
Celeste told us that, we just
I saw.
she's basically explaining what happened, what we went and talked about. Yep.
And then
yeah, this is like the third time we've already seen this.
at that Celeste while Sakura. That's
Yep.
when we heard the bot. I left Celeste and Hina.
Meanwhile, we had just
Yep.
because we.
And that's when I told you.
Yep.
We rushed back to the net.
Yeah. Cover that now talking also coming. Yep.
So quit.
I see, the whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
It certainly
Oh.
seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions had to be in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, we have to find them, no matter what. Monokuma File 3.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We
Are they really
already know
related?
what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
The numbering of the hammer.
Numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Now that you mention it.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the
The word of
Justice
the- oh.
Hammers.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. His wristwatch. S. Come on, S. Come on. E A L. Where's the S? There it is. Now H.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer, because as of last night...
Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. You know what? Bedtime for little boys and girls. Yeah.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he...
And
Whoops,
that would be
6 in
his
the morning.
official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
and before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Fourth time this is playing.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurses.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words,
just like that.
It is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
What? Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea if Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still
I don't see anything
alive?
so.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure that the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's body were almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance?
I didn't see anything, so.
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body, Hifumi's dead body.
I heard it too.
And that is.
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended
We
to
were
signal
wrong?
someone else's discovery.
We should have done this part with only made one little blah blah.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was
I didn't see
actually
anything.
still?
No.
Whoops.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
How? Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body.
Zawardo!
No, that's wrong. Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
Okay.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Right. The second body discovery announcement. The first time we played when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered. When Toko was found unconscious. Yes, that was the one. Just after Hifumi came back to the when they were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. The body has been discovered after the blah 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 blah.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. If I had to find it and show it to everyone. It was his glasses! My glasses!
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, His body disappeared.
That.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
His hand was moved.
there was no notable difference.
Yeah, something like that. We must have overlooked something.
Was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
When Hifumi's body was found in the nurse's office, and when it was found again in the repository, there's definitely some sort of conflict there. Yeah, his glasses.
Well, here's one thing. The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
His hand moved
Next time
somehow.
it was in.
But when you compare his body before being other than the change in how it was, that there was no notable
Zawardo!
No, that's wrong. In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash from the nurse's office was the Monokuma file. Nah. It was glasses wipe. Yeah, this one.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Huh.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
It was just funny how Byakuya, like, I'd be found dead if I found garbage. Like, it's funny. Can I replay that? I want to replay that. Oh, I can't. I wouldn't be caught dead using that tacky piece of garbage like that.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was Taka himself. Nah, it's Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? so me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless
Why do you
body?
people keep doing this to me? Saying that could it be the note Hifumi had? Hang on.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole that we used to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up to equipment 2 at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants, of course! Nah, Taka.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
What?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let it get to me.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
The time the note said at 6 a.m. happened at 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's what it could clear up.
Huffy had the note, right? And the person it was must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did
What?
it say to meet?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do
The
with
water!
TikTok!
No, it's wrong. No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less! Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Come on, Byakuya, why you gotta be like that? Proof that Hifumi stole the note is Taka's scrap of paper. Here.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Whoops.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Oh.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow have to find the truth. Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon. How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Wow.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems
That's
pretty clear.
funny.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers. And, that's about it.
But I just love Genocide Jack's website. You know, if you want to buy some hammers,
What was used to kill you?
okay.
Was it just maybe Justice? Well,
you go to this website right here.
How did nobody
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more
Yep,
info!
murdergear.com/hammertime.
Murder weapon had to be one
The
of
water!
Justice Hammers.
Remember. Wait. Again.
The murder.
I just can't get over it. Murdergear.com/hammertime. Remember, if you want some murder weapons, go to murdergear.com/hammertime. All right. That's not a real website. The murder weapon wasn't just a hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but spotless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried
When you
out
put
the
it like
act
that.
can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply
Are the chances actually
impossible
zero?
that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But
Interesting.
that only really applies if there's one murder.
Can there
right?
really be two blackened?
In this case, however, there were
Does
two
it really
murders.
matter? Well, didn't get in time. No chance for people to work on this.
Based on the rules that have even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply
That is how the rule was
Just
But
saying.
that only really applies if in this case, however, there were two murders.
Yeah. Yep.
based on the rules that have even if more than one. Only the one who actually
You put it
carried
like
out
that.
the. Assuming the rule.
The water!
No, that's wrong. Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, Then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us that two murders were at the same time. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed the fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events for entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Well, it's almost unreal how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out the number of actions in the end murdered him. In the debates up to now, the way that the case has unfolded, you consider all that, there's really one person who seems to fit. It's Celeste, because you know how she's been controlling him lately?
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Okay!
Pardon-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Wait, is that the only Hifumi Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious individual.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Wow. And here I was trying to act all cool.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw the shot of something move the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
So strong, that was a rather intense scream. I saw the strange costume, blah 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 blah.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah, okay. Should we are just back up, let's come back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. It seems interesting. Very well.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Okay.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Ooh.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Ooh.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Wow.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Ooh, the slip of tongue?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. Probably going to die here. If you're going to die, it's like just like the... Ooh! We didn't know Taka was dead back then!
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Ooh! Slip of tongue!
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said the Celeste comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? When you said those guys? Because, yeah, just like Byakuya said, they didn't mention anything about Taka being dead.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
When she said that, she should have only known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is...
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so
Zawardo!
Celeste's comment?
What? don't expect me to do work for you. Figure it out yourself. Your comment doesn't make sense.
All is said, we must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. Just and that is.
And that's all it takes.
What was so
Yeah, I
strange
think I
about
do.
Celeste's comment?
All is said, we must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must.
I know it's those guys.
We are going to die.
Zawardo!
Like those... No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason
I
Celeste
mixed them
should have
up.
said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Byakuya literally just said that.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
How about you put it on then, Celeste?
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Oh.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Ooh.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility, Hifumi's dragging the suspect away. Hifumi had the suspect, Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. What? Hifumi are dancing. That's one. Makes more sense anyway.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away.
It's the other way around.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh. So that thinks you can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
Have we reached the end game?
Dragged me across Hifumi and had
So
him
that's
carry
how
my
you
weight.
guys
You tried to make me look like the bad
be
guy!
leaving your friends.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Killing your friends.
As you can see in the picture,
Doubting
the
your
suspect
friends.
is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit
Over
was
and over
unconscious,
and over.
there's no way they could stand
I've
up
arrived
straight
at
like
the
that.
truth.
Then the fortune-telling idiot
The
is the
truth of
culprit after
punishment.
all.
No way!
If If I remember right, Hina said, okay, oh, whoops. Let me see that.
Dress me up in that suit after, then you just drape me across Hifumi and you tried to make me look like the
You're leaving
bad
your
guy.
friend.
Like I said,
Killing your friend.
ridiculous. As you can see in
Doubting
the
your
picture,
friend.
the suspect is that if the person inside the
Over
suit
and over and over.
there's no
Zawardo!
Stand up straight.
No, that's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend your waist, so oh, yeah.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
checkmate.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Okay.
Celeste? Clearly! You want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? I'm trying to remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Your voice is kind of high-pitched.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hakakure!
Okay.
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Are you just making that up?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
Ooh.
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Okay, calm down.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He gave everyone's nicknames. He said for serious a lot. Nah, he said people's last names.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Oh!
What did you just say? To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Okay.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Calm down.
Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
Okay, calm. I told you to calm down, please.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
It wasn't Hero? Whoever
Yasuhiro.
was done. Oh.
If there's one person here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste.
Celeste, was it you?
Haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
Okay!
How long do you plan to go on
I
pretending?
love it when Master yells at people.
I'm not pretending.
The truth?
It's the truth. And since you have no way to
What can we
contradict
do?
me,
Where's there no clear evidence?
that's the only truth there is. Moron.
Calm down! If I remember, there was something that shows his owner's real name. I'm sure Kyoko mentioned something like that at some point. It may not be related to the kids, but it might come in handy anyway.
Hifumi he wanted us to know the
It wasn't
killer's
Hero. How?
last name.
Oh,
Yasuhiro.
bye!
One person here.
It would have to be you, Celeste.
Celeste.
You haven't. How many times? Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you plan to go on
I love it when
pretending?
Master yells at
I'm not
people.
pretending.
Okay.
And since you have no way.
Zawardo!
No, that's wrong. That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it! When you sign it up, it will display your name all with you. Keep it on your everything, blah blah blah
So
blah.
all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because.
Okay.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Alright, video time. I need to literally put in the... Wow, look, some from the first cases. Now I need... Okay, I should pause this. Alright, Monokuma coins! Yeah, that's the reason for this. Okay, let's see if we can find it. This should be it. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so first is this one right here. Next is okay, so this, the clock, and then it was this. Actually, I should read it. They knocked him out and then stuffed him into a robot justice suit to falsify their evidence and use a certain item to do it. Justice hammer. Okay. Okay, so this is where Celeste took the picture, right here. And then this one is the one with the watch in it. Taka. this one was the one where they used Justice Hammer 4. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of the shadowy criminal. Justice Hammer 2. Which Justice Hammer was used in the nurse's office when Hifumi was pretending to be dead? I actually kind of forgot. I think it was Justice Hammer 4? Oh, it was... I think it was... Oh, it was Justice Hammer 3. This is where we're all freaking out. And then this is when they put him in the tarp. This is the one. And then last but not least, this hammer. It was used to kill Hifumi.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Hifumi.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi, to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds. That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap, and started looking for the suspect based on that. But... while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is... Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
Oh!
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Her voice changed.
Interesting.
Hey! 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 How many Monokuma coins do we get, though? 113. All right.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Well, I'm just glad I got to finish her report card before she got executed.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Oh, if you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It was Celestia. She's guilty. Woo! It's basically a formality at this point, but no, once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lundberg, more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I know you figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get to Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name. But it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Oh, okay, alter ego. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one who stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how to disappear, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I can talk to you, alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it. Also, what's it called? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, right. How did Hifumi know her real name?
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. What?
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took the pictures off of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I do not do as he asked, he will show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime! I knew he got a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far! It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try and kill you. What?
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard!
This is unforgivable!
Bastard!
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with this barbaric acts? Absolutely not! How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
I have to save her!
Actually...
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. What was that strange costume Hifumi created? Wait, was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah. It was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him was to do is make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for freaking him in the first place.
But...
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Wow. That's it?
Let's see...
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well.
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? what she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming he had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him that he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was... While you were all questioning him about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you planned to kill them all along. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sounded like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he deserves his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what makes you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 billion Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment of our new life began, my only thought has just been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little
I wanted to get out of here. Every day was a fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting the life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butler / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Why though? Once I obtained that, I would have created the perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right on to the edge, but
there is nothing to
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Excuse me, I choked on air. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you're really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, I could be reincarnated. If I had a choice then,
isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie and tell her that.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but the statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile, it was is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone.
Wow.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Let's see. Oh. Looks like a witch trial. The burning of the Versailles witch. Oh, so it is! You know, so back in the day, in European old days, when you were assumed a witch, and this is for ladies only, when you assumed you were a witch, you were burned alive or hanged. I think the most common one was when you were burned. That's what I learned in school. But that was in the old days. I don't know if they still do it up to this day, but they probably don't. I think they just hang them, I think. That's a little trivia from me and the school I learned it from. Though being burned alive must suck. I wouldn't want to be burned alive. Whoa! Oh, wait, GTA, motherfucker! Yeah, 10 points! Fire's bad. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. Well, yeah, we did max out our report card. And for him, and to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm sick of you people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did you see some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then...
I'll answer your question if you'll answer mine.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time to get out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya! Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what was that key that Celeste gave you?
So...
Most likely, Alter Ego might be in there. Yeah. It's a key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said, I'm gonna go alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she quickly glanced at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna head to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show her a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko here alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste gave her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what just Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow? I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little while longer. So, now we officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... And you're gonna fade to black? What I heard from Kyoko was... Well, frankly, it did kind of blow my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe her, she told me a story that, well, almost unbelievable. I decided to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom at the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor on it. And the storage closet there, way in the back. She said the way in the back in the boys' storage closet. Could Kyoko be really right about this? So this is the second, yeah, this is the second floor, so. Okay, right here. Wow, I've been streaming for 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. This Kyoka told me about could be really hidden here. Well then. Oh, that's it? She said it was way back in the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand at the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as I were being yanked in, oh! Gashunk. At the same time, I heard the sound. I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Ba-bum! I falling through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back was like a revolving door, and I made a way to the other side, just like Kyoka had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second, there's a storage closet. In the back of the closet, yeah, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room, but what's in here? It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. Alright, books here. There's a bunch of files and it looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Host Peak Academy's student registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave. What is this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I couldn't understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Whoa! And we've been whacked. A strange sound rang out through my head. I felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. And that's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my hand proved that much at least. And the books are gone. Empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone. What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. The intense pain, insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Okay, so that happened. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor under school. The further I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right here. And after that... As if from the vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound is coming from the gym. As desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound grows stronger and stronger. But oh, what's going on? I can't be nothing here in the gym. Well, let's look at it. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Oh. Before me, raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. Nope. One side not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move, or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise. no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay. But
Just like that?
you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... A next generation legend Santal galactic hero. End. Wow. So 7 people left. Alright. Oh. Super Robot Justice Prison. Yes. I will save here. Leon kill Sayaka. Monokuma. Okay, so wait, hold on. Okay, so okay, good. We'll just save this for the next episode.